in. They got all the goodies to watch the first regular season matchup between Camila Cardoso. So that means Elizabeth Williams will be starting.
I've always said that with her coming off the bench, you're going to get a start.
Half here this afternoon. The only time Seattle will come to Chicago here this year. The other two meetings will happen in Seattle. First look there for Azurá Stevens. Drills the corner shot.
Really needed Azurá to step up, and I think she has. The last 5 games, she's shooting about 52%, and most importantly, 42% from behind the arc.
That's Pham, the rookie.
Against Washington, she turned the ball over about 25% of her possessions.
Well, Seattle is in the midst of being 10 days on the road. They started out July 5th, and of course, Chicago coming off the road. 1-3 on a 4-game road trip. Seattle has another game against Indiana coming up on Friday. But 5 games on the road, the longest road trip that they'll have here this season. Natisha Heidemann coming off a career high, her first shot, and it bounces through.
This time in her career where she's the go-to player.
Oh, there's a baseline take, Natasha Cloud for 2. I talked about, doesn't matter if she's a starter or reserve, she'll bring those consistent numbers no matter her role. Malonga from up top.
Aspect of Dom's game that you're really seeing a lot of, that she has the green light with this new offense.
Flau'jae Johnson with the takeaway in her first 2.
And that's the matchup that I want to see. And that's these 2 dynamic rookie guards, Flau'jae and Sydney Taylor.
Flau'jae,
she has about a 36% three-point rate, but she does not settle. She'll get to the rim.
Natasha Cloud taking it away. Yeah, that's an over and back. Now, Cloud was ahead of everyone and tried the bounce pass, but that didn't quite work out so well. Sonia Rahman, who's in the first season as a Storm head coach, she, like Ty Liberty, as an assistant coach.
She's brilliant. She's a brilliant basketball mind.
Has a law degree. Really interesting background. Heidemann missing everything. Another opportunity though, Malonga. Elizabeth Williams has her hands full defensively.
The Seattle Storm team, they only average about 7 offensive rebounds a game.
Courtney Vandersloot again playing on a minute restriction. The ball is kicked. It'll be Sky basketball from the sideline, but Sloot playing the most minutes in the last game against Dallas that she has. She tallied about 20 minutes in that game. Taylor, that's rookie against rookie in that matchup that you wanted to watch. Heidemann, too strong. Malonga battling for it, and she draws a foul. Bodies up against Elizabeth Williams. Looking for experts. Malonga coming off a career-high 15 rebound game. She had 8 offensive rebounds in that game against Washington. A touch pass. Cloud decides to penetrate. It pops out, but she has free throws coming. The foul to Jade Melvin.
Chicago is...
It's amazing what you can track these days. This is your efficiency in offense. And that's just getting the defense to move, right? From side to side.
Absolutely.
That's where that's
and getting them in rotation. That's the name of the game.
Pham, a really good post up against Stevens. Didn't look like a rookie there.
It's early, I know that. But right now, she's off to a really good start, and she needs a game like this. She's really struggled the last couple games on this road trip that Seattle's had.
She blocked the shot there. And a baseline out of bounds attempt here. A baseline out on Pham. They were just so long there in the front court. They're long, but they're young, but talented. Johnson from about 17 feet out. She's having a really good start, which is a really good sign here for Seattle if you're a Storm fan.
Let's wins. Flau'jae Johnson is averaging about 21 points a game, and their losses, less than half of that.
Good strong take. Now it's the rookie show. Sydney Taylor on the board.
This rookie class in the WNBA has to be one of the most talented and deepest that we've seen in a long time.
Gotta be, right? Just being a mom now, is Baby Shark still relevant? And it is. It was like top of the list. Right. Let alone singing it off camera. Out, Stevens, same spot, same result, and Chicago up by 2.
When Azurá Stevens was struggling a little bit upon her return from injury, her shot wasn't falling. At one point, she was shooting about 11% from behind the arc. The last 5 games, 42%.
Johnson, a little pass fake, and then finger roll finish for the reverse. Williams spin move. She draws the foul against Malunga.
Your traditional back-to-basket post.
Bet 365 is the official gift to have someone like Elizabeth Williams. It's her first start of the season, but like you had mentioned, she can be a starter. Being literally a tall task to try to handle here today. Jaquez launches her first shot. Heidemann in the paint, leaves it short. And Cloud over to Jaquez, three-pointer again on the way. Malunga battling for it. He will, wrapping her up, but a little too much contact, so some free throws coming for Malunga when we come back. Chicago, we have a cold timeout brought to you by...
And sometimes, Lisa, it's a mindset. When you are used to
have played, that's the 6th most in league history. They're 0-2 in the last 4 games, the clutch games, and we're talking about a game within the last 5 minutes when it's a 5-point differential. Pham takes a 17-footer.
Out 30 fourth quarter points to Dallas. Dallas shot 63% in the 4th quarter alone. You don't just forget how to play defense in the 4th quarter. I think at this point it's more mental than anything.
Stevens for 3, lets it fly, and she's a perfect 3 for 3 from coming from distance. Pham will take it, but her toe is on the line. It's a long 2 attempt, ball's loose. Jaquez.
Seattle, you don't want to go away from what got you in this game to start, and that's scoring in the paint. 8 of their 12 points have come in the paint. They have a definite size advantage against Chicago. I would take advantage of that.
That's another offensive possession. By the way, Chloe Bibby defending Pham right now. She's getting her first WNBA minutes here, her season debut. That's a baseline 2. Tough here to start.
I thought Chloe Bibby was a great pickup.
Ah, there she is. Her first points of the season. Chloe Bibby, it comes from distance. Melbourne. First drive here in the 2nd quarter. Our mic'd up, of course, is brought to you by Magellan Corporation.
Sheldon, when she's mic'd up, is you just get to see how polite she is. Like, she thanks every single person who rebounds for her.
Malunga, that's Elizabeth Williams did her best, standing vertical. And Malunga with another 2. Her first field goal of the day. Actually, she was 0 for 5 before that one. Melbourne with the takeaway, finding Samuelson with a leak out, in for 2.
Then offensive rebound putbacks, so they have 7 second chance points and then 9 points off Chicago's turnovers.
Sydney Taylor, another one.
And I bring, those are 2 areas that Chicago is completely in control of, which is defensive rebounding and taking care of the ball.
Rachel Panum. That's what the Sky needs her to do, is knock down those distant shots.
Even give the defense a chance to set up. She sees her defender backpedaling, just let it fly.
Zaya Cook, pass deflected. Elizabeth Williams and a loose ball foul. Let's check in with Kalia.
Jimmy, in the second one, he wants to hold them under 20 as well. And then offensively, looking to have a lot of ball reversals. He said that's going to help them be able to find their point of attack.
And Taylor now has gone back-to-back, a three-pointer, and then the two.
Beats up. When she sees one go in, and then that kind of gives her the confidence to keep piling it up. She's the only player on this Sky roster that I don't mind when the ball sticks with Sydney like that.
Got to understand your personnel when you're a coach,
That's
right?
right, that's right.
Here's Taylor. Oh, she'll take it all herself. Blew past everyone defensively.
So,
and they're up to the largest lead.
When they say that's exactly what they're talking about. In order, a three, a midi, and then getting to the rim.
Pippi nearly deflected that pass. Out to Cook has a wide open three look. And Panam with the rebound. Samuelson on the deck. And a jump ball coming. You look at these teams in the standings, they're in that lower third, but still as we approach the All-Star break, you've got, half of the season left to play, and both of these teams have shown promise with some individual talent. Cloud turns it over. Samuelson was waiting for it for an easy two. Anna was calling for it. Rachel Panam, maybe a day game shooter. Williams, double team. Williams trying to get out of it. And Mike Forsberg from across the court calls the reach-in foul. There's Cloud between the legs, looking for that screen, feeds Williams. Beautiful feed, Williams.
Well, it's the length of Malonga. It forced Elizabeth Williams to fade away and take a tougher shot than she needed to.
Malonga, backdoor. Johnson, finger roll finish. The feathery touch.
To back cuts.
Flau'jae Johnson is the first to double figures with 10. You mentioned how much better she plays, how much better her numbers are in Seattle wins versus losses this year. Taylor, time! Hanging and hooping for an and one chance.
Sydney Taylor's one of the most
dynamic. This is the first tip across the league. Minnesota and the Sparks will tip an hour when they have a West Coast team playing a day game in a Central Time Zone or Eastern Time Zone, because it's like, what, a 9 a.m. tip, Seattle time.
Well, what benefits Seattle, Lisa, is they've been out here on a road trip for a while. I mean, they've been on the East Coast in Atlanta and Washington, so it's just an hour time difference than what they're used to. But at this point, their bodies are adjusted.
Longa is back at the free throw line. Last play from the Illinois Lottery.
In the league with Seattle, not even all the way done with their second year. She is already top 10 in Seattle's history in double-doubles.
Double-doubles going into today. Now, the last game she had that double-double against Washington, 10 points and the career-high 15 rebounds. Taylor just hung on the rim and bounced off. Pass deflected there by Natasha Cloud, who finds Stevens on the push. Stevens with that crossover, step through, move, beautifully done with the lefty finish.
And that's exactly how you blocking ability of Dom Malonga. You have to play off 2 feet, and that way you can go to your counter moves.
Pham. Out to Heidemann, not there. Heidemann a little bit cold in terms of Natisha Heidemann's standards this year. Just 1 for 5 after that miss. And Elizabeth Williams, just a few plays ago, recorded a block
10th or 4 ranked defensive rating in the league a few years ago. Right now, she's still in the top 40% of the league in defensive rating.
Now Figueroa finish there for Taylor. And Sydney Taylor's up to 13 points. Stevens has 11. And Johnson for Seattle with the ball right now has 10. Your double-figure scores. Johnson adding to it, though, already with 12 points here in the first half.
It's like we're seeing going back and forth. And Pham, Dominique Malonga. The youth is just outstanding in this game.
Johnson not only can score, but she's actually the best rookie rebounder, if that surprises you. And the pass finding all the way to Pham. Field goal of the day. Cloud bounce pass, Stevens with the finish. +1 for Azurá Stevens.
Azurá Stevens has line and rebounding. Her rebounding was outstanding.
The lead stays in double figures. Largest lead has been 13. Samuelson, a delayed foul call against Bibby on the contest.
Delay.
Samuelson at the free throw. Product. Played 20 games in that 2019 season when she was
4% three-point rate. So you know if you're guarding her, and Chloe Bibby's a three-point shooter, she knows this. You know
it, but it's hard to pull back sometimes. Cloud, backdoor cut. Taylor lost it. Hands were active here by Seattle. Speaking of active hands, Jaquez deflects that. Taylor. And a transition take foul by Seattle. So the Sky will get a free throw. Taylor makes good. In the last 3 games without Skylar Diggins, averaging about 17 points per game. Stevens for 2 off the glass. Azurá Stevens is putting forth a brilliant game here so far. 16 points. Johnson. And Sloot will chase it down. Courtney Vandersloot again playing the minute restriction. Wow, Johnson was challenging, but whistled for the foul call. Comes over, give Cloud a tap on the head here. We will take a timeout.